When you have two or more objects that need to stay together on your page, consider grouping them. For example, I'm going to zoom in on this page, this flyer document from my exercise folder, and I see that I have two different frames here, this frame and this frame. This one has text on a path. I don't want one to move without the other, so I'm going to select one and then shift-click on the other. They're both selected, and now I'm going to go to the Object menu and choose Group, or press Command or Control-G. You can always tell a group on your page because it has a dashed line. Dashed lines mean these are a group. And if I drag one of those objects, the other object moves too. They always move together. In fact, InDesign treats this group as a single object. Grouping is great, but it does come with one limitation that you should know about. All the objects in a group have to be on the same layer. If they're not on the same layer, grouping them will put them on the same layer. So, unfortunately, you sometimes have to give up one form of organization, layers, for another, grouping. Another thing you might want to do to objects on your page is lock them. While this group is selected, I'll go to the Object menu and choose Lock, or press Command or Control-L. Now, if I try and click and move this group, or the objects inside of it, it doesn't move. In fact, I can't even select it. I'm clicking and dragging, clicking and clicking, and it simply will not be selected. I'll go ahead and do the same thing to this text frame. I'll select it, go to Object, choose Lock, and you can see that it deselects because objects that are locked cannot be selected. Now, if I do want to unlock these objects, how do I do it? Well, there's a couple ways. One is to go to the Object menu and choose Unlock All on Spread, or press Command-Option-L or Control-Alt-L. That unlocks everything on the spread so you can start moving it again. Let's go ahead and lock those because I want to show you a different way. The second way you can unlock objects is to click on the little lock icon that's attached to the object. Right now, you can't see that lock icon because we're in preview mode. All of the adornments attached to objects are invisible in preview mode. But if I press the W key to jump out of preview mode, you'll see this little tiny blue lock icon in the upper left corner of each of these objects. If I place my cursor on top of that lock icon, the cursor changes to indicate that when I click, it will unlock an object. I'll go ahead and click it, and you can see that it unlocks it. The third way to handle locked objects is in the Layers panel. I'll go ahead and open the Layers panel and twirl open the type layer that I see right here. You can see that this group in the type layer is locked. It has a lock icon in the lock column. I'll open up that twirly for the group, and you can see that there's two objects in this group. Those are the two that I just grouped together, and they both have lock icons next to them. To unlock this group, I simply click on the lock in the lock column, and now all those objects are unlocked. That means I can come over here and select the group again. You don't have to lock or group objects, but these features do make it much easier to lay out your projects faster.